Today's tutorial will be a super quick throw, and I am using my favorite yarn, and I am not sponsored. This is just my favorite. It's called Big Twist, and I'm using the color Camel. Alright, in today's tutorial we're going to use 2 strands of yarn and working them as one stitch. So you will need a size N crochet hook, which is 10 millimeter. To begin, we need to start with a slip knot, and that is twist it over like a pretzel and grab the longest yarn, which you're going to be working with. Then we begin by chaining 93 stitches. Alright, I got 10 so far, and I'll come back once I hit 93 stitches. Alright, I'm back. I've finished 93 stitches. I made sure it is 93 by recounting. I hope you did the same. So on our first row, we're going to double crochet in the 4th chain from hook. Here's our hook. Here's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yarn over, insert the very bottom, making sure you have that loop, and yarn over again, pull to the first set of 2, and then second. You're going to do that again and repeat this step all the way across. Okay, so I'm just going to stop right here and meet you at the end, and make sure to count your double crochet. It is a total of 91. So let's go on to our second row. Turn your work counterclockwise and chain up 3. 1, 2, 3, and from here and throughout you're going to double crochet. Alright, I have finished 3rd row. Onto 4th row. Turn your work counterclockwise and chain up 3. 1, 2, and 3. This count as our first double crochet. Then on the next double crochet, you're going to do double crochet. Then you're going to skip that 3rd double crochet and go on to the next double crochet, and you're going to do a V-stitch, and the V-stitch consists of double crochet, chain 1, and double crochet in the same space. Then you're going to skip the next 2 double crochet, 1, 2, and V-stitch in the next double crochet. Again, that is double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. So from here on out, you're going to work the V-stitches. Skip 2 double crochet and do your V-stitches. And just do that, and I'll meet you up at the end of this row. Alright, I'm back. I am toward the end of 4th row. So I just did my last V-stitch, and you have 3 stitches left. You're going to skip this first double crochet after the V-stitch, and then you are going to double crochet in the next double crochet and into the 3rd chain. So you count 1, 2, and 3. That's where you're going to insert the hook on the top of that 3rd chain, and you're going to do a double crochet. So at the end of your 4th row, make sure you count your stitches on the top, that you have 91 stitches. I've already counted mine to make sure. Okay, now that you have finished counting your stitches, you're gonna turn your work around counterclockwise, and you're gonna chain up 3. Count as our first double crochet, and then you're gonna double crochet in the next. Skip this part of the V stitch and right into the chain 1 space, and you're going to do a V stitch. And then you're going to skip the other part of the V and the next part of the other V and into the chain 1 space. To simplify it, you're just doing V stitches in the chain 1 spaces. Keep on working. On 5th row and 6th row is exactly the same. Make sure you count your stitches on top to remain consistent. Okay, and I'll meet you at the end of the 6th row. Okay, I have returned, and we'll just count it to make sure. We have 1st row, 2nd row, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th. I have one more V-stitch left on my 6th row. And then 2 double crochet. The 3rd chain, and we can go ahead and count from here, making sure you have 91 stitches. So I'm gonna stop right here while I count and while you count, and I'll be right back. Alright, I have finished counting all my stitches. I have 91, and that is great news. No need for errors. No room for errors, I should say. So now you are going to just repeat these 2 patterns. You're gonna double crochet in every one of these stitches that you just counted. So you should have 91 double crochet, and you're going to do row 1, row 2, row 3 for this next part. And then after you get done with that row, then you're going to do this V-stitch row. I hope that makes sense, and continue working. Make sure you count that you always have 91 stitches in every row. You will work this until you reach 59 inches in height. Okay, just to make sure that you're still on point with me, you're gonna do that stitch right there on the V, do a double crochet, and on the chain 1 spaces you're going to double crochet, and on the other part of the V there's a stitch right there. You're gonna do right into it and do a double crochet. Here we go again. V, on top of the V there is a stitch, and then the chain 1 space, and then the other part of the V, there's a stitch right there. Okay,